Hi everyone, my name is Karen and my trail name is going to be Weather Girl. I will hike the Appalachian Trail in 2017 northbound from Springer Mountain. This is just an introduction of who I am and why I'm hiking the trail. Last year I got to hike the New Jersey section of the Appalachian Trail with my brother, and that was the most amazing, rewarding experience I ever had out hiking. And now I'm going to attempt a through hike. My reasons for hiking, everybody has their own reasons, but mine is I'm sick. Well, not sick, but I have a condition called Ehlers Danlos syndrome, and I also have Chiari malformation of the brain. And in 2007, my life changed. I went from being a legal administrator of a law firm, working at a newspaper for assisting the publisher, to not being able to walk right. I walked drunk since Memorial Day weekend of 2007, and I can remember that day like anything. I was on a roller coaster ride at Dollywood, got off the roller coaster, went home, and proceeded to feel like I was walking on a wobbly dock. And my neurological symptoms just proceeded to get worse. And for 5 years, I went doctor to doctor trying to explain what was wrong with me. I couldn't even barely clap my hands, and I couldn't put my finger on my nose. My coordination skills, my speech had gone slurred. I mean, it looked like I had a stroke sometimes. It was intense pain. I don't know if you guys know what peripheral neuropathy is, but I had it in all my limbs. And I couldn't even look up at the sky. I had chronic vice-gripping migraines, crushing, just to a point where nothing would help. So I was blessed to meet this doctor in New York City called Dr. Harold Reicate at the Chiari Institute in New York City. He diagnosed me with a Chiari malformation of the brain, which basically is your cerebellum, the part of your brain that controls your coordination and your balance. It herniated. It basically went from a nice round oval shape to an inverted teardrop, and it was blocking the spinal fluid to my brain. Without getting too technical, basically I had 5 times the normal pressure in my brain. And thank God I met him. And I have another great doctor here where I live called Dr. Shabria in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. And he's my neurologist that I follow up with now. And he has been given the gift that I think every doctor should have. And that is the gift to listen to your patient, to listen to them, to know and trust that they know their body. So this is going to be in 2012, 3 days before Hurricane Sandy came through New York City. I was having brain surgery, and my doctor did a fantastic job. I headed home right before the hurricane struck New York City, and ever since then I've regained all of my abilities. I will never ever take for granted the ability to walk, to clap your hands, to just look at the sun and not be in pain. I have a lot of fellow Chiarians and people with Ehlers Danlos, EDS, that I feel for. Some of them aren't as lucky as me. So I'm doing this hike for me, for every one of my sisters and brothers with Chiari that cannot get out on the trail, and EDS, Ehlers Danlos, which, you get a lot of sprains and subluxes and dislocations from that. I'm doing this for you guys too, because I know a lot of you guys will never be as lucky as I am, because our condition can get worse. So my next video is going to be on my gear check. I am starting from Springer Mountain on March 6th, so 1 week, and I'm nervous as hell, I'm not going to lie. Doing a little stunt in New Jersey for 70, 80 miles is going to be nothing to this next thing, and I know that, and I know I'm human. So I'm not going to be foolish about my health. I will I heard a saying the other day, how to eat an elephant 1 spoon at a time, or 1 bite at a time. That's how I'm going to approach this. I may not be the fastest out on the trail, and I'm almost 50 years old, so I'm going to do my damn best, but I'll be slow, and it's okay because you hike your own hike and you do what you can to get through it. So for those of you hiking in early March, I hope to see you. Again, my trail name is going to be Weather Girl, and that's because I used to be a weather specialist in the Air Force, and so I'm a weather junkie. So that's why I call myself Weather Girl. All right, so I'll see you guys out there, and next video will be on my gear check.